We're all sitting in the wrong position.
Hey, hello everybody.
Hiya.
Hi guys.
Well, I can see there's 3 people with us, 3 likes. I'm not too sure whether the comments is playing with us or messing with us. We
You can
can
say
only
hello in the comments.
say hello in the comments. Let's see if the chat box is working, please.
Four likes.
We might get cut off. It might lag. We're on the campsite's web. What is it? Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Yeah. I was trying to work out what you were trying to say. So it keeps telling us that the comments are unable to connect to chat. Please try again later, and we don't know what the issue with that might be. So there's nothing I can click there on the side.
We've got 7 on, but we've got no comments.
So we're not going to be able to see your interactive chat, and I don't know how we're going to be able to refresh it.
Might be able to see it on the mobile.
Just bear with us while we find out how we can do this.
Your all-inclusive car rental at the best price.
Half the fun is being able to interact and be able to read your comments as well and answer comments or questions. So
Try commenting yourself. Oh yeah, people are commenting.
see, I can see lots of comments on the mobile. So Mr. Wallflowers is going to have to read them off the mobile.
Trina says hello from wherever you are. I'm excited to see. As usual, I'm working.
Hi Trina, we're in a place called Ingleton in Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire.
Margaret says hello from Iowa.
Hi Margaret.
Did you get any storms today?
No, we've had lovely weather today.
Yeah.
It's been really nice. The temperature's just dropped in the last couple of hours, hasn't it? But yeah, we've had summer clothes on all day. About 2 hours ago, I changed into warmer clothes.
Put a sweatshirt on.
Mr. Wallflowers has only put his sweatshirt on the last half an hour, and so has Oscar. They've had shorts and t-shirts on all day.
Trina said, look at that handsome-looking family.
Thanks, love. Oscar will love that, won't you, babe?
Caramel says, hi, guys. Long time no see. Hope you're all well.
We're all well, Caramel. We've just been really busy. We're having a lot of home improvements done and will be done. So we've been prepping for that, trying to do a bit of decluttering around the home. And I've also been helping my friend Cadel declutter. She's had some flooding in her home as well. So we've had an awful lot going on. The back of the van's locked at the moment. We're locked in and Oscar's trying to escape. Just bear with us. Yeah, so we've been really busy. I think it's been approximately a month. And I'm sorry for the delay, but we've had a lot to sort out. We've had the guttering done at home, fascias done around it. Mr. Wallflower's got some pension money, so we're able to get our windows replaced. We're actually getting a brand new kitchen fitted, so it's all la-di-da for us, isn't it? Things that we've never had in 20 years, you know. But just necessities to actually look after the home.
We're not used to having money.
And make sure it's set for us going into our older age. So we're not getting any younger, and we need to make sure everything is maintained and looked after. Once we've done all these home improvements, they're done again for the next 20 years or so. So it's well needed. Of course, as you know, we're most probably going to go away for our 25th wedding anniversary. So that's all the pension money swallowed up, but it's all spent in positive things to improve our lifestyle and our home life. We're still having difficulties opening this back door.
Should we go around that side?
The van's great,
God.
caravanette. But it's quite old. It's coming up to nearly 20 years old. But it's absolutely amazing to us. We've got a gas hob. We've got a fridge freezer. It's all electric, so we're hooked up to the electrics. It's absolutely amazing. Plenty of storage for food, pans, cups, all the things we have to bring along for camping. We have had a table and chairs outside today, and we've got the that's Oscar's bedroom for the evening. He's got his blow-up bed and different things there, so it's like his own little apartment. We're just loving it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oscar's eagerly trying to get out the van so we can go and watch the MMA. Of course, it's on till early hours in the morning.
I'm going to go for that way.
He
Hi, guys.
wants to watch that. Trials and tribulations. Don't come knocking if the vans are rocking. I'm like a bit like that at the minute. How's everyone else? What have you all been up to? I'm trying to look at the phone to see any responses, because of course they're not coming up on the live stream. Hoping that doesn't freeze on us. Are we stuck in? You can't leave that door open because it'll go really chilly. I've realised the more I boil the kettle, the warmer it gets in here. So we've got no heating for overnight. I've got my throw. That'll keep me warm, and we've got our duvets, of course, for the bedding. The comments have stopped on the mobile as well, so I'm not sure if anyone's still commenting.
Just leave it. So it's a bit.
Yeah, the comments coming through.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for the delay, but we will catch up on your comments.
June says hi all.
Hi, June.
Have you heard or spoken to him?
Charlie's message to speak to him again yet, but he's home. And he added onto one of the comments recently. I think he had to go back to the hospital for an appointment, and whilst he was there, he asked about the parcel because, of course, during his stay at the hospital, he still hadn't received the parcel. We sent him some clothing, toiletries, etc.
We paid for next day delivery.
And 2-3 weeks later, it still hadn't arrived, had it? So I think he went for an appointment and he visited the hospital. And he went to the ward and he asked the nurses if the parcel had come, and he'd been told yes, the parcel had come. And he waited for nearly 2 hours, and apparently the nurses were on breaks and dinners, etc., and nobody come back, and unfortunately had to leave. So he still hasn't had the parcel personally handed to him, but he knows it's at the hospital. It's crazy. Because he could be using that clothing and those toiletries.
Sheena says, Oscar, you cannot leave. You're stuck with all of us.
Don't miss this MMA trainer, honestly. He's got Crawford on the mobile phone and he's watching at home. Oscar's watching it here. They love it, don't they?
Carmel says, sounds like you've all been busy. Glad it's all positive. Praise God. I sent an email a few weeks ago. Not sure if you saw it.
No, I've not seen it now. We'll double check and have a look at that caramel, see if we see it.
Heather says, hi, family.
Hi, love. I love the way she calls us family because we are. She always calls us family.
Whatever you do, Marianne, I'm sure you will get the most value of pension. You have thrift down to a science. I take notes when I watch your work.
Oh, who's that, Margaret? Thanks, Margaret. Today, this week's hauls have just been amazing. The cost seems to be dropping. Yeah, it's great. I can't remember the last time I spent £9 going shopping in 2 different shops. £11 was it? £11.78, something like that. And that's the lowest for a long time. But yeah, every penny spent wisely.
Trina says she's been doing a pantry challenge, so lots of food prepping going on. Have a lot of editing to do to get caught up.
Trina, I've done a lot of prep this week. You will have seen I've done beans. I just recanned them. And you would have seen in the haul I got those. They're just bigger than a cherry tomato. They're a cocktail tomato. And knowing we were coming here today, I'd finished prepping the tomatoes yesterday. So basically I just chopped them into quarters, snipped off the little white ends and threw them in the crock pot. Simmered them down and then put them in the food mill. Took the skin and the pips off. Oscar actually enjoyed doing that for me, didn't he? He loved using the food mill. Our gift off Caramel. Thank you, Caramel. We always think of you when we take that food mill out now. So Oscar took the skins and the seeds off with the food mill. I did a whole bag of white onions, 2 giant peppers, simmered them down, fried them down, and then added the sauce in, salt, pepper, herbs, and I got up this morning. I was still simmering them down. Yeah, simmered them down and canned them off, and then we had to pack the van and get everything ready. And I had a visit from Cadell as well. The day was hectic. When Mr. Wallflowers come home, I said, we've still got to pack the van yet, so we had to run around and get them. So we had no afternoon snooze, nothing.
I think we got back at 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's been go, go, go. So when we got to the site, we didn't really want to go out and about tonight. We just wanted to sit and relax. Getting the awning up was
relax. Trying to put that awning up was a nightmare. And we're not on the grass, we're on gravel.
Hard standing, yeah.
So trying to knock the pegs into the gravel.
It was hard work, wasn't it? But trying to get the structure right to begin with was a nightmare, wasn't it? Because we thought we had no instructions. Let me remind you about that in a minute. So we just played it by eye and what we could think. Then we had to dismantle
Trying
it.
to work it out.
I watched a couple of videos on YouTube, but they were all inflatables, the same brand, but inflatables. So we had to start again. Anyway, in the end, you'd done it, didn't you? I made us a fry up on the hob. So we had bacon, tomatoes, beans, sausages, black pudding, and just buttered the bread because there is no toaster and I forgot to bring one.
We're hooked up to the electricity, so we've got plug sockets. And
we've got the gas bottle for the cooker. We've got electricity for the rest of the thing. We've brought all our solar lamps in case we need them. But because this strip light's working, we're absolutely fine. Oscar's got a solar lamp in the awning.
He's sitting outside at the table.
Yeah.
June said we had a caravan break with our son.
Oh, lovely. Where did you go, June? Did you stay in Scotland or did you go out of Scotland? Just so many beautiful places to see in Scotland.
We're going to have to go to Scotland.
Yeah.
Caramel says she's
the guy who we bought the camper van off, he said he went all the way to John O'Groats, didn't he? And back again, and it only cost him £50 in diesel.
No, that wasn't John O'Groats.
Oh, where did he go?
He went to somewhere in the Lake District, but it was
I thought
the
he
far
said
end
John
of the Lake
O'Groats.
No.
Sorry, my mistake.
50 quid to John O'Groats.
I know, that's what I thought, God, that's great, that isn't it? Runs really well on the petrol and the diesel.
Yeah, Caramel says she's well, thank you. busy entertaining bored kids over the summer.
Do you know,
There.
if you're using a lot of batteries, Caramel, basically take a glass and take a sandwich bag, place the batteries inside the sandwich bag, and in the glass put half a cup of Dettol and a splash of washing up liquid. Immerse the bag, not the batteries, the bag. Keep what's inside the bag dry. Just put the bag inside the glass of the liquid and leave for approximately 20 minutes. It'll recharge your batteries without using electricity. But do it with the children and do it as an experiment, a science experiment, and teach them and have a little science
We
lesson
used to
with
put
them.
them in the oven.
Well, years ago when we were younger, we used to put them on the radiator, didn't we? How many of them blew up? But that washing up liquid and Dettol trick, it absolutely works. I used to do it with the boys years ago.
Heather said she's working outside, fighting fire ants and bees.
Oh, they nip as well, don't they, and sting. Oh, I don't envy you that, Heather.
June said the schools go back a week after next here in Scotland. That was only just finished last week.
Yeah. And they have 7 weeks now rather than 6, don't
Well,
they?
6.5.
6.5, 7 weeks, yeah.
Janet says, I'm late. Sorry.
Where's your letter, Jenny? Always need a letter from your mum, love.
Trina said, oh no, to the parcel. That is so sad, but I'm glad it's there for him. June says, that's a nightmare with the parcels.
Nothing will go to waste. Everything that's in the parcel, he'll be able to use.
But we pay for next day delivery.
We did.
We've put a complaint into them. They said they'll get back to us, but that was 2 weeks ago and we still haven't heard nothing. Trina says, if my boys need to do their sports stuff, I have 3 adult boys myself. Heather says, I've emailed you too. I was worried.
Oh, sorry, Heather. We just have really had a lot on our plate. We've been really, really busy.
June says, good that you found another food initiative.
Do you know, it's a lovely one, Trina.
June.
June. It's not a food bank, it's a food initiative, but it's church-based.
It's in the church.
It's actually in the church itself, in the building, and it's a beautiful church. All the structure and the stonework inside is lovely to see. Anyway, a friend of Carol's told her about it, and we thought, okay, we'll give it a whirl. So when we went, we had to pay the £5 a year membership. And as I already said in the video, it's £3 and you get 15 items. So when we went, such a welcome, really friendly people, and lots of tables dotted about at one end of the church, and a kitchen. And a lady comes down, would you like a cup of tea or coffee? Anyway, there's Carol, myself and Claire, and we all go together. And we all said teas or coffees, what it was we wanted. And she brought out a lovely plate of biscuits. And every table had a plate of biscuits. And we all got a hot drink, free of charge. Beautiful welcome. Everyone was really friendly. And one by one, you get a raffle ticket. And when it's your number, you go up. And one by one, when it was our turn, we went up. Basically, someone carries the basket, one of the members of the church carries the basket and takes you through the fruit and veg section, takes you through a bakery section, and then tells you how many items you can have from each section. Something from the fridge, something from the freezer, and different shelving items. And it's absolutely amazing. I mean, as I said, in the hall,
a lot of different stuff.
It's only on a Friday. It's different things than I pick up in the other places. Yeah, it cost me £3. And I think I got £33 worth of goods. But it wasn't about the value. The experience itself is amazing. But the quality of the vegetables and the quality of different things we're getting there. And just a cup of tea and sitting down relaxed and before you actually go and do the shop, it's lovely. Because, of course, when we go on Wednesday, we do girls' lunch. Between the 3 of us, we take turn a piece paying for lunch. So on the week I pay, I have to pay 3 lots of lunch for everyone. Or breakfast, whatever it is we have. But we take turns a piece, so it's only every 3 weeks I pay, you know. It's nice, but to have a cup of tea and a biscuit and it's not cost us anything as well, you know, it just makes the experience all the more pleasant. It's a lovely day, yeah.
Trina, I really enjoyed the hauls. I have to share something. I'm so disgusted about our grocery store here. A friend's husband works at Aldi and they throw out the food that is still good and they will not let anyone purchase it or have it.
It's crazy.
They have to throw it. They have people watch to make sure no one grabs it. So sad the way the world is.
What a waste of good food.
You are so blessed to have your food initiatives.
And can't they donate it
Well, that's what it used to be like here, because they used to have the security on the bins to stop people bin dipping.
I mean, even if they donated it to a school or a disabled centre or...
But I don't know whether the rules
you know,
changed
a food
here.
bank, you know, what?
Because the supermarkets get tax relief now when they write the food off. So that's why they're giving it to the initiatives now, isn't it?
Yeah, but they have to apply for a tender.
Yeah, they have to show. They have to prove that they are giving it to food initiatives.
But they still make a payment for it. It's discretionary
but they get tax
payments.
relief because of it, instead of just throwing it and losing out.
You know, it's a loss to the shop as well as the whole community and the people who grow or create the food.
Those tomatoes you have look amazing, Trina.
Well, the spaghetti sauce now, love. That's what I turned them into.
June says it needs legislating. France, they aren't allowed to throw food out at the supermarkets. June says, yeah, we stayed in Scotland, went to Setton Sands, east of Edinburgh.
Ooh.
Margaret said, we camped a lifetime many times a year out in the Black Hills of South Dakota. My favourite place on earth. So, was there many snakes about them? Caramel said, that's really clever, thank you. What the battery is.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, guess who, guys? I've been uploading.
Hi, Bridge, lovely to see you. I've got your jacket, and we'll mail it on Monday to you. And I'll let you know what the postage is, but I've got it. It's beautiful. It's a 16 to 18, and it's exactly the same as mine. Just to let everyone know, I have a Flintstones blazer. I'm not sure if I've worn it on the channel yet or you've seen photographs of it. Bridget and I were messaging each other and having a chat and a giggle. Flintstones came up as a conversation. I showed her my jacket. Bridget's got one now. She's purchased it herself.
I want one of them.
Yeah. I want to see photographs of you in it.
Now she's on BTV.
She's supporting 2 channels, and that's what.
Hey, Mary Ann, Brian, and Oscar, what are you all?
We're on holiday. For one day only.
We're just testing out the camper van that we just bought.
Wallflowers on tour.
Maggie, in Froome, Somerset, we have a community fridge, a project first of its kind in the UK that has been working for years with local supermarkets and shops in the community that have surplus and they donate it.
Who's saying that, Maggie?
That
sounds wonderful, Maggie. There's a few of those community fridges in places, and a lot of it's based on trust. There isn't always someone there. I just think it's amazing. I don't know how people survive not shopping at the food initiatives, because, as I say, we're coming into 5 years now, Carol and I doing it. We absolutely love it. We love it. You know, we wouldn't consider.
And the times you go into a supermarket, we walk around and go, look at the price.
We're absolutely
you get that
shocked.
for 30 pence.
Yeah,
It's like £1.20 or something.
Yeah.
What did we go into the Aldi for the other day? And
Can you hear us both okay? Can you hear Brian? You talk sometimes, just double checking.
That couple in front spent like £87.
Yeah, £87.
And it was like half a trolley full.
It wasn't even half a trolley full. It's probably 2 carrier bags that I can get for £3.
We're thinking that's a month's shopping now. £87 just in one shop.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, when we work out the value and we say that would have cost £80 or that would have cost what, we sit there flabbergasted. We wouldn't have bought that if we thought it was going to cost. We'd have gone without all that. All the
A lot of the
treats.
stuff you wouldn't pay £16 tomorrow.
No, you wouldn't go to the supermarket.
Well, there for £2, you probably would, even if it was in a supermarket.
Yeah. And we wouldn't buy the amount of treats we have or different things if we were paying full price on it.
But you just get what's there, don't you?
Yeah.
Make the most of it.
Just creativity, isn't it?
It says I have to read my membership
What membership?
for us.
Oh, for the members lounge. Yeah.
Maggie said, me and husband are one of many volunteers to go and pick them up from various shops.
Good on
It's
you.
such an important initiative. Free to take what you fancy and is available in the pantry and the fridge.
Good on you, Maggie. Well done.
Mm.
We help our local one if and when we can. We haven't done it since last
No,
Christmas,
they've
have we?
bought a van now, so they don't need us as much.
Yeah. And Carol volunteers all the time. She does nearly every day, doesn't she?
Bridget said, thank you, Mary.
You're very welcome, love. Yeah. I'm glad you're as mad as a hatter as me, Rich.
Yabba dabba doo.
Pair of us can be yabba dabba doo together. Wilma.
And then she says, oh, cool. So your next stop is Camborne.
Well,
Could well be.
could well be. We have 2 days. The August bank holiday. Oscar's requesting to go to Wales, though, isn't he? And I fancy Holywell or somewhere like that,
Anglesey.
or Anglesey, Holyhead.
Holyhead.
Holyhead is an Anglesey, isn't it? But we went to Holywell before, about 2-3 years ago, maybe. We went to Holywell, and we do like Wales. But yeah, now we've got the campervan bridge. We'll
St.
head
Winifred's
down.
Church in Holywell.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a healing place, isn't it? And you can get in the water and dunk yourself in the water. Hi, guys.
Oh.
Just started raining.
Are you coming in to say hello?
Yeah. Let me put everything.
So yeah, we went to Holywell about 2-3 years ago, and there were people swimming in the water.
It's just like a little pool.
I think they were Portuguese or something like that.
And Irish, wasn't it?
And Irish there as well. Travellers, I think they were. But I liked the stonework. There was inscriptions of religious contexts and different things, and it basically looked like graffiti scrawled, but it was aged and dated. I can't remember.
There's a lot of history there.
Yeah, it was like 1800s, 1700s.
The story was St. Winifred. What year was it? Something like the 1100s or 1200s. She had the king, or not the king, but her husband. Oh, you might have been the King of Wales or something, was it? He cut her head off, and it come back or something, didn't it? Some kind of myth like that. The head was back on, and she like haunts the place or something.
Oh, I just can't remember.
And it's got like magical healing powers. And
what was it called? St. Winifred's?
St. Winifred's Church in Holywell.
It's a beautiful church if you ever get the chance to go. It's lovely. The stonework is beautiful inside. We just went on our own that time.
Yeah. I don't think you got out of bed that day.
And we didn't stay. We just travelled for the day and came back, didn't we?
Yeah, so little lag once in a while. She says, I'm back. What did I? Heather said her internet went out and I'm back.
Right, okay.
It just says Camborne website. Camborne campsite is near me. I was down that way this afternoon. Hi, Oscar.
Hi, brother.
And that was the last family bed, so I don't know whether The comments are
Where
coming in.
comments have stopped,
We
or
can't get the comments on laptop, so I'm having to look on the phone.
just to let you know, our snacks.
Get the comments on laptop, so I'm having to look on the phone.
Just to let you know, our snacks today are Ritz crackers and hummus. Your snacks, guys.
Hummus. I tried. I always said I didn't like it, but I'd never tried it. And then one Christmas, I thought I'll give it a go, and I actually really liked it. And I was having loads, and I ended up just throwing up. And since then, I don't like it. Don't like the smell. Don't like the taste.
You like garlic and you like chickpeas.
I
You
do.
just don't like hummus. You like falafel, don't you?
Yeah.
But it's the same with what were those like cardboard things with sugar in?
Oh, the spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh, you never liked those.
No, I
did you?
did. I used to love them. And
I
then we
didn't like
It
them.
wasn't sugar, it was sherbet.
shared it. And then we had it in Southport, didn't we?
Yeah,
In the
you
car.
was-
I was sick everywhere.
yeah.
I think that's the only thing that like puts me off certain foods. Like I'll just enjoy it too much, and then
I'm trying to find out what everyone's having for their snacks. We keep getting adverts. That's another advert. Hope they're not bombarding us with the adverts today.
mainly can't see us.
Rhonda says, greetings all, enjoy your trip. Heather said, are we going? Come along.
All come down to Bridget's, yeah.
We're in Wales.
We're having a
next
party. We're
Yeah.
going to Wales. You won't.
I go to
month. Oh,
Devon.
what's his name? The guy getting married. He lives in Wales, doesn't he?
No, Gaz lives in Scotland.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. He won't get angry at that.
Catherine lives in Florida,
Hmm.
but she's moving to Michigan eventually. And Gaz lives in Scotland. Catherine wants to move to
Yeah.
Well, we should move to Florida.
Welsh people.
Mother Wolf, she's not with us more. I
Yeah.
haven't heard from Mother Wolf for a long time, but she lived in Wales.
Maybe.
I'm not sure who else lives in Wales. Do any of you actually live in Wales who are here?
Trina said she had leftover chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole. I need to make some chicken curry with the leftover chicken. I processed 2 of the chickens I picked up from a farm down the road.
Sounds lovely, hon. I got you a butter chicken sauce, so you'll be able to do the chicken on there.
Caramel's having treacle tart and custard. A little bit late, but I've just finished cleaning.
Very nice. So, how do you make vegan custard?
You don't need to clean caramel. You just leave it, go to bed, and when you wake up, it's all clean.
Does that happen to you
One
too?
of those
Yeah.
magic
Doesn't it happen
tables.
to you?
It happens to me all the time. That's
Yeah.
crazy, that, isn't it?
As soon as you leave things,
Like,
walk away from it. The
Have
next day, it's gone.
have you ever done this? Try and make the table as messy as you can.
Yeah,
And then when
just
you-
to try it
Yeah,
out.
just out the magic table.
Well, you know, if I suddenly passed away or I wasn't here, that magic table wouldn't work for you guys anymore.
What?
Have a think.
Caramel try.
Would you take the table with you?
You might be surprised.
It's me that bloody cleans the table.
Is it? Wow. Thought it was magic all along.
Oh, Heather says, why don't you come to North Carolina?
Oh, Carolina. We'd
Oh,
love
no.
to, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I wonder if the van would get us there.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Get some-
private jet that
Get
can
some
pick us up?
propellers on the van. Get in the ocean.
It's
We'll be
20
there.
years old. I don't think it'd make it all the way to North Carolina.
I mean, if Elon Musk can go to the moon on a car,
Yeah,
we can
why
get to
not?
North Carolina on a van.
Caramel says, I buy it. It's made by Alpro and it's made of soya.
Nah.
No.
Have you ever tried a
Well,
vegan
don't
sausage
put it
roll?
off. She's eating it,
Yeah.
so enjoy it.
Yeah.
The vegan sausage rolls aren't that bad, actually.
Nah.
Mm.
No.
And I don't mind the vegan pasty either, the vegetable
I
vegan
think the
ones.
pastry's just
Mm.
just
I
got a
don't mind
weird-
it. There's certain things I won't eat. The ones that are plant-based foods,
Mm.
I won't eat them.
Mm.
But there's lots of things.
Water isn't like vegan water, is it? It's just
Well,
water.
it is vegan.
It
Though.
is. Well,
There's lots of things that we like.
it Is it vegan? Because you're drinking a fish's home there.
It is a fish home, I suppose you're right.
Not the salt water, though, is it? Ron says she's having taco dip and iced tea.
We picked some tacos.
And you told the rest I wouldn't drink your iced tea. I would, yeah.
Never tried a Long Island iced tea. That's meant to be alcoholic, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Caramel says,
And you like the iced coffee as
Yeah.
well?
Caramel says, oh, sauce.
What is it? What's cool?
Tea.
Yeah, but
Like a strong dark coffee.
Toffee.
Coffee.
what do they call that? Like the syrupy stuff coming out of the trees as well.
So,
That's
is that
bought
still
these.
hot?
We bought these camping cups, new ones like mug rather than the taller ones. You know, they're super great. They keep the coffee really, really hot. I haven't brought my flask with me.
Bye, guys.
Just shut that door behind you.
Are you going in your room?
Please.
I don't want to break.
The coffee was made at least half an hour ago, and it's absolutely
No, it was
scorching.
made before we started.
Yeah,
About an hour ago.
an hour ago.
Bridget says, Magic Fairy, is she at your place too, Oscar? Oh, we're back. Are we through the ads?
We froze there for a second, guys. Don't know what happened.
Bridget says it isn't a pasty if it's vegan. It's proper Cornish.
Not handmade in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on to that now, love.
Vicky says hi.
Hi, V.
Hi,
You
Vicky.
okay, love?
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
As you can tell, we're in a different setting. Or have we just got new curtains
Yeah. New curtains.
and a smaller window?
We're sitting on tall stools. Got rid of the couch.
So what's it? Everyone think of what's happening at the minute?
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
Are we heading for the, and especially local to us, Southport's only 20 minutes away from where we live.
Well, tell the story what happened first.
A 17-year-old lad went into a kids' dance studio days ago, stabbed 9 of the kids and 2 of the teachers. 3 of the kids have died. The rest are in intensive care.
3 young girls.
So that 17-year-old lad's been arrested. Now it's been stirred because he was a Muslim. It was Islamic.
Some are saying he's
he arrived.
an Islamist. He's Muslim.
He arrived a couple of years ago on a boat, and he's a legal immigrant. And
the police are saying
the police said they weren't treating it as terrorist related. And
at first, he said it's not terrorist related. He's been under surveillance, etc. 1 minute they're saying he's Muslim, next minute they're saying he's got a Catholic background. Have you heard that as well? Christian background. And there's so much mismatched information being released. The strange thing is that when they're releasing images of him, they're not releasing up-to-date images of him. They're releasing an image of him as a child. Whether that's to get sympathy, whether that's to not arise racism because of presuming he may be Muslim, and if he's Catholic or Muslim, none of us know. But it's incited.
But the day after, there was like a vigil in Southport for
the girls.
And the people turned up, and then later on in the evening, the instigators turned up and everybody started attacking the police and
protagonists being
Attacking the
aggressive
mosque.
at the police,
And
throwing
since then,
stones
it's
and
just
bottles, etc.
copycat things have been happening in a lot of cities across the UK.
But we think it's primarily instigated by paid shills, probably through the government, probably through different things, because it's happening everywhere around the UK at the moment. So within the last 3 or 4 days, we've had riots in Southport, in Sunderland, in London, in Liverpool, in Hartlepool,
in Stoke, Leeds,
Yeah.
Hull,
you know,
all around the country. It's
so it
just starting to ignite now.
firstly, it was meant to have been about this incident that took place in Southport, whether this guy's Muslim or Catholic. A lot of people are quite upset about how many immigrants are coming through on the boats, and there seems to be a lot of young in their late 20s, early 30s.
18 to like 30.
And in each and every area, there seems to be a lot all over the UK. No women, no children, just these
And
late
they're being
20s,
put up
early
in
30s,
hotels.
very healthy, very fit-looking young men. A lot of people are saying they're put up in hotels, they're
Hotels
being
are
given
full of them.
money. When we see the ones we can see in our local area, they've dressed in top quality clothes, top latest trainers,
They've all got the
brand
decent
name
phones.
codes, decent phones.
I mean, if you're fleeing from a country and you're in persecution and you go through that length of like jumping in a dinghy and going across the water, you don't turn up there with a nice backpack on your shoulders,
all the latest trendy
the latest
stuff.
phone, and it just seems so
To
weird.
us, this is just a personal opinion, but the men look like young soldiers. The look of that fitness level of young soldiers. But and attack police and destroy your own communities, smash windows, break
And they're
businesses.
turning cars over of people in housing estates, and you know, if that was your car and you were looking out your window and there's hundreds of thugs just turning your car over, and
The instigators are going to the top, getting aggressive, getting violent towards the police,
provocating.
real provocation. And then slowly but surely they'll entice other people to come along,
And then
have them throwing
they
and
disappear.
destroying, and then the antagonizers go to the back, they've disappeared, you never see them again. They're facing the police and doing different things.
And everyone's
they've
wound
been,
up then.
yeah, it's ludicrous.
And we've been watching a few live streams the last few nights of it. It's just so embarrassing.
But people don't realise, you know, that they are being programmed to react. With
It's
politics,
just hatred of everything.
sexual pronouns, you know, finances, absolutely everything. We're just being programmed to being angry, you know, and we've got to stop. And you know, we can be annoyed, we can question things, but you cannot stay in a state of anger and allow other people to program you to react. It's all a reactionary state, and it's out of order, and that's how people are becoming to riot and to do such things. And the actions of rioting do not match what you're angry with. You know, it's focused in the wrong direction. It's just an excuse to release that anger or to show off to people around them, and it just doesn't make sense to me.
It's going off the chart.
What's your thoughts on it? What do you all think? I can't actually, excuse me, I can't actually see your response on Brian's phone to be able to see your replies. Oscar's had it. None of these charges were.
Didn't.
Bear with us, folks. Would you know where you packed it? Got it.
Nothing like being organised, is there?
When you go to the front of the vehicle where the driver's seat is, it's not sealed off, so we can literally just lean through the curtain area and grab his charger out the front. Go on, I'll hold it for you.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've got
I think we're in business.
Anyone replying to that? What's people's thoughts?
Trina says, yes, I need fairy or to teach the cat to clean. Heather said she's praying. Rhonda said, oh my gosh, I'm praying for all. Vicky says she's been doing anti-duties and looking after the kids.
Oh, but that was lovely, Vicky. Some quality time with them. Did you go out or play games? What did you do with them?
Cannibal said, that's it. All mock the vegan. Trina said, it's so sad there's too much of that going around. Bridget said, the UK is screwed.
Yeah.
Heather says, anyone watch the New York Prepper here?
Not familiar with that one, Heather. I'll try and take a look if I remember.
Cannibal says, no one's live stream of all what's going on.
Oh, right.
Bridget said, did you hear about the Penzance and Exeter attacks?
Hey, Gaz!
Gaz
Lovely
is
to
here.
see you.
Hello.
He's in the house.
Gaz said, thank you to all who sent me a card. Bridget says, cancel your TV licence, everyone.
We haven't had one for 8 years.
Gaz says he hasn't got one.
But we do it legally. We contact them and say, well, we have no need of your services.
We don't watch it. Everyone's saying, glad to see you with us, Gaz. Caramel says, is that you, Charlie, Gaz?
Oh, it certainly is.
And Charlie says, it's me, Billy Rocker.
He's a rockabilly rare boy.
Bridget said, the dogs say hi. Charlie says, yes, Gaz, it's here. Had to buy a new computer. I've lost all my passwords.
Oh. You'll have to tell us what your new email is then, Gaz.
Tell us what your new password is so we can remind you when you forget.
And I also sent you a request on Facebook. Try and answer that if you would, love.
Caramel said, lovely to hear from you guys. We were all so worried. How are you feeling? Heather says, hey, guys.
Charlie's in the house.
Charlie says,
I was just telling everyone you went to the hospital to get the parcel and you still haven't got it and you waited 2 hours. At least when you get it, everything will still be usable when you get it.
and actually been dipping into it.
Well, there's only one edible thing in it. Everything else is like toiletries or clothing.
And it will last.
Only popped out today for an hour. Was brave yesterday and let them trash the garden, the house and the swimming pool.
The kids.
Oh, yeah. Some tidying up to do afterwards though, Ava. Oh no, that'd be lovely. Well, being an only child, I never had nieces or nephews of my own. But I used to sit for Brian's nephew. I suppose he's my nephew. Quite a bit when he was younger.
Crawford was only a baby. He was older than Crawford.
Yeah, we used to have him quite a bit, didn't we? Take him out, we'd take him on holiday with us and take him to different places.
He said they thought I was a terrorist. Yeah, we can't get the comments on the stream, so we're having to get them on the phone. So that's why we're looking down, reading the comments.
Why did they think you were a terrorist? Come on, there's got to be a story behind that. What, with your parcel, you mean? They'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Hospital rules.
We wrapped it with bin liners, so they're probably wondering what the hell's in there. Delivery company.
But they haven't even answered us.
That was 2 weeks ago, and there's been no reply, has there?
And we paid for next day delivery, and we also paid the insurance as well.
Crazy. We should claim our money back, really, shouldn't we?
Well, but they're not answering. We got a generic answer. Oh,
out of office. Yeah.
Your complaint is being logged. We'll be in touch with you. Middle-aged woman pounced on by 9 police, knocked to the ground, held down, handcuffed, and put in a police van.
Now that's out of order if she hasn't done anything.
But you're going to get it because the police is at them.
But don't get me wrong, we're not, police fans per se. When we were on the fracking fight, we saw many people getting injured that didn't incite it, didn't, had no reason to be. It was just pure aggression on the side of the police. And we've witnessed that an awful lot in the past. We saw a woman absolutely thrown to the ground, thrown over a fence, absolutely terribly treated, elbows to the face.
They used to target the women to get the men.
To incite them. Yeah.
To get the men to stand
up. To see if they'd be aggressive.
And then jump on the men.
So we see both sides. But to see that's happening, it's purely antagonists setting it up and letting general population, normal people get over incited, antagonize themselves. It's pure projection, and these people are just emotionally wound up, and then they'll go, but it's all aimed in the wrong direction. The police, should our house be robbed, should you be attacked in the street, etc., who are you going to call? You're going to call the police. But whether you're racist or whether you're not racist, whether you're angry about specific things, are you going to actually kill a police officer or throw a stone to his head at that police officer? Yes, he's enforcing the rules that you disagree with. I completely understand that. But you're standing there injuring another human. Surely there's a mentality way of going around it. Some people say, well, we've tried politics, it doesn't work. Surely there's got to be another way. We used to and lay there for 12 hours and I stopped vehicles going into a frac. And I did that because I was a conscientious objector. If you've got something that you've got a grievance about, you can him because you're throwing a brick at his head or physically harming him. Is that going to help or solve the problem that you're angry about, or is it just going to get you put in prison? Because everything's camered, everything's photographed, everything's videoed. You're not getting away with anything that you do, and you're injuring someone that's nothing to do with your grievance.
It's not the police's fault, that's the government's.
There is always another way to do things. You mightn't agree with politics. You might think, well, we've tried that doesn't work. Do something. Block the police station. I'm not inciting anyone to do that. But take it to the government. Take it to wherever these people are. If you're saying it's people, if that's your grievance and you don't want people coming in on boats or whatever, take your political action to the people that enforce that and allow that to happen. Go down the docks, go down wherever it is, get your party together and block it.
Get to down.
Do something. By hitting or killing someone, a police officer is not going to solve your problem. Anger's still going to be there. Your grievance is still going to be there. It's not going to solve what about it. Doesn't make sense.
And all these people that are doing it are going to hurt their own families when they get done for it. And they end up going to prison.
That's it. Some will realise it then. Some won't even realise that they've been set up. People are being set up for a fall and they just don't see it. Smashing your community and local businesses. You're harming yourself. You're harming yourself by ruining local businesses. You're taking it out of your own community and
They're
ruining
giving
your
you a
own world.
service. Vicky said you had the clean up job after left it for today. It'll still be there tomorrow.
Definitely. Just get your breath back and rest up after that.
Charlie says, like the troubles in Ireland in the 70s.
Instigators.
Bit Bites Back says, Wesley Winter on his YouTube channel filmed the protest in London. Older women were targeted just standing, cuffed and arrested.
Seen it all. Seen it all before. Yeah, seen it on the fracking sites.
Charlie says, my dad was a policeman. He died in 78 when police were police. Not now, with tattoos on their arms and not clean cut.
It's a private business now. It's G4, isn't it? What is it, G4S?
Well, we deny it, but they are a private security firm.
They are private security firms. Not, it's a
Whoever
business.
pays the most, they'll go and protect.
Yeah. Private businesses. Yeah. Political soldiers of their own, aren't they? We've all got an opinion.
It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get stirred up. And I mean, America's been going through it for the last few years as well, with all the Trump and Proud Boys and all that stuff that was going on. It's just incitement to.
It is. They are trying to
divide and conquer.
A race war.
And it's also they can bring all these draconian laws in, so
it's
they can.
The digital ID, isn't it?
Lock us down when they want, turn us off when they want. You're not part of society, so you conform. 15-minute cities, you're not going out your area. You can't be trusted.
The more chaos you do in your area, they'll put a limit on that you're not going to leave your area. So that site, and it's absolutely brilliant.
Calls them caravannets.
Well, what are they called?
Campervan.
Campervan, then. You know how old-fashioned I am. It's a campervan, then, not a caravanette.
Mobile home.
It's not a Scooby through a video. We did some recording today, and we'll finish it off tomorrow. We're going caving tomorrow, so we're going on
the biggest cave in, I don't know where, but it's the biggest cave tour.
And where are we going? What's it called?
White Scar Cave.
White Scar Cave.
In Ingleton.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to it. We were meant to go last year.
We done Ingleton a couple of years ago. We done the waterfall trail, and that was hard.
4-hour walk, wasn't it?
Yeah, all uphill, and then downhill as you get to the top.
I'm glad we did it then.
Downhill was just as bad as uphill, wasn't it?
I'm glad we did it then, because I don't know whether my legs would allow me to do it now, because I only have to walk for so long and my knee goes, and I can't walk any further after that. So I'm glad we did it when we could do it. Yeah, but yeah, we should be okay for the caves.
Yeah, Heather says, my dad and grandpa were officers too, guys. Different time now for sure. Bridget says, new videos up on both channels today.
Very good, Bridge.
If you said that you're on your jollies, you answered that, didn't
you? Yeah.
Guys, so thanks, Linda, for the letter and the card. Bridget says, I've lost you. Yeah, we keep lagging. We're on the campsite Wi-Fi, so it's not very good.
Yeah, it keeps going a bit slower, Bridge. Sorry.
Blue Sykes. I've just jumped on, guys, but while a guy stabbed bit in the neck and another smashed with a hammer in the head, Kia Weft Puffet has now made an announcement that he's going on holiday.
He is a Weft puppet, you're right there. They all are.
But how mad was it that a couple of weeks ago in Manchester Airport, police got attacked by 2 Muslim guys, and everybody was outraged that these Muslim guys had attacked the police in the airport, and they deserved all they got when the police retaliated and battered them to the floor. But yeah, there they are this weekend doing the same thing, throwing
Oh,
bricks
yeah.
at the police, and you can't have it both ways.
Yeah. You can't say, oh, it's not good for them to do, and then you
Yeah,
stand there and
but
do the
I'm
same.
gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah. Do as I say, not as I do.
Gaz says, I'm still a bit wobbly on my feet. I got a walking stick from the hospital, but I'm getting there.
When do you get your new flat,
Are you
Gaz?
still in the same flat? And we've got some money to send you as well, Gaz.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
have to sort that out.
Quite a few people sent money. You got out before we thought you would, actually. And we'll work out how much it is.
Because YouTube take half of the donations.
So we'll work out
only...
what the percentage is. Some people sent direct cash. Some people sent it through YouTube. So we'll work out what that is and we'll send it to you rather than by a shop, because you're probably organised now.
And are you getting help as well, Gaz? You got any helpers helping you? Or... Trina says, happy that you're on the mend, Charlie. That sounds very fun. Can't wait to hear about the cave. Charlie says, it's these immigrants we got in this country. We're all immigrants.
Yeah, we're Irish immigrant descent, aren't we? So most of us have come here from somewhere, you know. None of us are full English all the way through. None of us. So it's like America, England, you know, we've all come from somewhere. And, you know, when our parents came over from Ireland, it was the signs were up in the shops, you know. No blacks, no dogs, no Irish, you know, and it wasn't a pleasant place to be when they first come, but they persevered and they got on with it. So we're all entitled to our and Gaz, but yeah, at one stage we were all immigrants.
Well, it's not just them that, well, causing the problems.
It's political
English.
incitement. I remember quite a few years ago, so we're going back about 7 years ago now. I went to a meeting, and it was about the national health, and it was about nurses. And there was a crisis for nurses at that particular time, and the government had actually caused the crisis. What they'd done 4 or 5 years prior, I can't remember what country the nurses had come from. Was it Africa or different places? So they'd sent brochures to these colleges and these places in Africa, and they'd invited people over to do nursing degrees and nursing qualifications, and they'd offered them super bonuses, full training, places to stay, a dream basically, just to finish this second degree. So basically there was a crisis of nurses, and it was, you know, this was 7 years ago. It was like, well, where are we going to get these from? At immediate up on with their quality of life, carry on with their expertise and serve another country, whether it be their own, whether it be any country around the world. So they've already had their first stage and they could go on. But to us, it was a dramatic loss because we had a shortage. They were already 3/4 trained to the second degree. Why don't we just finish that and keep here who are willing to serve as our hospitals and willing to do it? You know, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, we'll just have the educated people, we just have the people who, whatever. You know, if you're going to bring people into the country and enhance our country, that's across the board. That's your builders, that's your police, that's your soldiers, that's, lorry, you know, your lorry drivers, your factory workers. It's across the board, you know. Enhancement is enhancement. You can't say, oh, we'll only have doctors and nurses, but we're not having plumbers, we're not having electricians. It doesn't work like that.
You don't mind if they are coming here and they are working and contributing.
But be fair, if you're inviting someone over for an education and work in our system, don't stop until you've completed the promise of that person and say, you know, you can't have the second degree now because you're a year short.
But they did COVID, didn't they? They sent a load back and they wouldn't pay them the furlough, so they all went back and we were short on everything then when everything got back to normal.
I say we're all entitled to our opinions, just how I feel. You know, I do feel quite strongly about it. What are we up to?
Heather says, yes, Charlie, trouble already here. Charlie's still in the same flat, getting a visit from occupational or OP.
Yeah. It's not therapy. It's the same, occupational therapy, but
Yeah.
it's a different name now.
Bridget, I wouldn't be English no matter what. Caramel says, here, Marianne. Steve said, even in both, can't stay. I'm tidy in the garage with a nice little glass of whiskey.
Oh, hiding in the garage more like.
Tidy in the garage.
Well done, Steve. Decluttering.
It's 11:15 at night. You can't be tidy in the garage now.
He must be one of them shed husbands. He's always doing something, isn't he? He's always tidying up or cooking or cleaning or doing something. He does well, Stephen.
And then comments still aren't coming on there.
No, it just won't work. What has been happening in the world?
The Trump shooting, wasn't it?
Well, whilst there is Trump shooting, there's no scar on his ear. There's no
Right,
nothing.
that's a bit
there.
dodgy, wasn't it? That was done to instigate something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Suddenly Biden drops out. He was American, supposedly, wasn't he?
White.
Yeah, he was in the Bilderberg advert, wasn't he, before, supposedly.
And what, he was for the other party, he was a Biden follower, was he? Or was
Yeah, I think so.
Right, okay. I don't know much about the story. I just know there was no scar on his ear.
It's happening everywhere, isn't it? It's all looking towards the world, isn't it?
What are you, haven't you?
Better not be, yes. No, I've just got a campervan. Wants a campervan for years.
We were sat in the front and I just started singing, what's his name? Searching for a heart of gold. I'm getting old. The campervan song, wasn't
it? Yeah. Oscar was sitting there all miserable.
Yeah.
You're getting too excited.
Telling me to calm down because I was singing along to all the music.
So we used to say that to you when we went out. Now it's the other way around.
I think he'd be more excited tomorrow, won't he?
Yeah. No comments, unless it's froze again.
Just refresh it. Yeah.
Level 3. What does that mean?
That's just who he is.
Yeah. He's got the big banner, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Heather, by you all, prayers for you. Caramel says, are you planning to give us a tour of your new camper van?
Yeah, we've started a video.
I mean, it's not that big, we can do it big. We've got like the cooker in the corner, Berkey with us. We've got a sink, sink next to it.
It's a working sink.
At the end of the cupboard where it looks, that's the fridge.
We've got a fridge here. See me opening the door.
We've got curtains to
all the
divide from the drivers.
Yeah.
We've got like...
This is our seated area that'll pull out into beds.
So there's one each side.
Side, I've just got a
pile of bedding.
Just got a load of bedding and tat there that I was trying to hide.
And then we've got the awning on the side.
That won't reach, will it? I can't open that door. Do you want to open that door? We'll see if this will reach.
Oh, look what you stars are,
I
Caramel.
have to just say to Oscar that we're just gonna quickly flash show. Right, we're just gonna show quickly the awning.
You can't see it, it's pitch black.
Oh yeah. Where's the light? Okay. So he's got his own tent, basically the awning attached to the top of the van. If you can see it. And he's happy with his own space there.
Yep.
The only thing is it's on the he's showing the little fridge. That's his little fridge down there.
You don't get much in it, but it's chocolate. I'm just going upstairs.
Upstairs. It's not much of a tour, but it's better in the daylight. We videoed it properly when we came today. The first thing we did as soon as we stopped was very quintessential English, and we popped the kettle on and made a cup of tea. So that's what we did there. But yeah, we'll show a bit more. We've recorded walking around to the shower block and different things like that. So we'll show more tomorrow. We'll put it all together with a bit of the cave in and etc. So where have you gone, Brian?
I've gone upstairs.
Have you gone upstairs? Let me see if I can read your comment. I have to read it on here. Oh, Oscar's joining.
Hello.
Let's see.
Who's shouting what?
Let's say, are you planning to give us a tour? We've done that bit. What do you all think? What you saw so far? I was thinking the same. Caramel tour would be fun. If it's too hard to do it live, that would be great to video. Yeah, we videoed it, but what did you think of what you could see when I just tried to show?
Oh, should I give the people a teaser into your next video? Well, maybe not your next, but an upcoming video.
Go on.
Tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going caving, and we're going to do a video. I'm thinking of, I might record a bit. And as you know, me and Crawford have our own channel. My brother doing MMA. I might just do a vlog just while we're here, record a bit and put it on my own channel. I haven't really...
You haven't set it up yet,
No,
but you're thinking of creating one.
Yeah, but I might as well have a video in hand before I create it.
You know, all them there singing
Yeah.
in the jacuzzi.
Oh, lovely. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? One of the hospitals in Manchester had 50 Nigerian nurses over a year ago. Training provided here. 1 year of rent accommodation paid and transport covered. There was a huge shortage of staff. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You all, when my granddaughter was here, she made me a video of us playing karaoke and song pop. And I wouldn't mind having a go at that again, actually.
Oh,
She is so adorable. I miss her. After the pantry challenge, I will get those up. That is a super nice van, you all. So happy for you. Charlie, yeah, said hi to you. He's back at home now off the hospital. Camping is so much fun. Lifelong camper here. Oh, nice one, Dick.
Who did you say you were for the hospital? His granddaughter or his daughter? Or...
His niece. I told the hospital I was your niece. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute and cozy. If I could drive, I'd definitely invest in one. I love it. You have to name him or her now. I think it is a him, though. It's quite masculine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Billy Rocker.
Billy Rocker, yeah. Don't
Billy
come
Rocker.
knocking if the caravans are rocking. Yeah. Might call it after you guys, Billy Rocker. Like my house all cramped up. Great. Need to convert the wheelchair for touring. Did you buy a new wheelchair bridge? Have you bought one? I saw a quick post. I only saw a little part of it, though, I'm afraid. You didn't call it a wheelchair. I know you weren't getting a motorised thing, but you needed something that you didn't have to do with your hands, that you didn't do it yourself, wasn't self-propelled.
A mobility scooter.
No, she didn't want a mobility scooter because she's got the car. A motorised scooter, am I correct in saying that's the one you wanted, love?
Like what the kids ride around with. Have you seen them? The lucky scooter.
It's a solid van, though. I don't think it'd really rock, would it?
Oh,
Well, it would.
oh,
Yeah. It would when bloody 16
Elephants.
stone jumps up and down. Sorry.
I'm not 16 stone.
What are you?
14.
I saw you blush.
Just under 14.
Trina said, don't come
That's
knocking
good
if
for
the
your
caravan's
eyes.
rocking, especially when you are visiting the Wallflowers Billy Rocket. Gaz says, gonna get a motorised trolley scooter and put a V8 in.
Are you considering getting a scooter, Gaz? Do you normally drive, Gaz? Do you have a car normally? I've never asked him that before. have I?
Mhm.
Are you enjoying those?
Yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So what was everyone's
I
snack of choice?
thought I got told, what are you bringing? So I said, I'll bring the Ritz. And, well, everyone else got it.
You got a pack of jellies
I did, yeah. They were nice,
and those biscuits.
Mhm. You can have this.
Yeah.
So everyone jumped on what
What-
I brought.
What was the one thing I forgot to pack?
Washing up liquid.
I packed everything. I thought of tea towels, flannels, plates, cutlery, all the food items, all of them, warmer clothes if we needed them, towels, toiletries, deodorants, toothbrushes. Thought of
Everything.
absolutely everything. When I forgot the washing up liquid. We drove past 2 shops closer to the end before we come to the campsite. So
Little
we
villages.
couldn't pick it. So we couldn't pick any. One was just a bit further on.
Oh, was it? I only
So-
remember the first one.
So we couldn't pick any washing up liquid along the way. So
But let me
cat's lick and a promise. We might have to eat breakfast out tomorrow.
Let me-
I've washed the dish.
Yeah, only with water.
let
What
me
do you
tell you,
need?
people, the views and tell them what they need to run through.
No.
That's why not. Yeah. Do you ever get people who can't tell your accent, like the American lot? If you
Now
talk too
most
fast?
people recognise.
Americans wouldn't know
accents.
the difference between the accents.
No.
If you,
Or
like
Canadians
we
or
wouldn't know the
Australians.
accents of like.
No. Yeah.
Some of them you could identify.
Yeah.
Like we'd know
Yeah.
like a Brooklyn accent or something like that.
Hey, and what all of that? How many American accents do you know?
Talking to me.
Yeah. You think I'm funny? Funny like a clown? Like I'm here for your amusement? Brilliant movie, though.
Faking and acting
Yeah.
that accent. So I suppose it's the same in
Mm.
any country.
It's
They
just
probably say that doesn't
exaggerated.
even sound right.
Like I've noticed people who get big through Liverpool, they always downplay their accent and try and talk a bit slower
Posher.
and
Mm.
posher. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're trying to be clear for
Mm.
the audience to hear you.
Like
Gaz says he used to drive, but he doesn't now.
Ah, nice. People crazy like us, guys.
Bridget says, no, not yet. It's in progress. It's more of an off-road wheelchair.
Nice.
Bridget going off roading, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gaz says, has every drive... Who's bouncing?
It's Oscar.
Good luck.
It's like a drill.
Did you
Gaz
ever go
says
off
he has
road?
every driving license. Trina says, underwear. Lol.
What does that mean?
Don't know. What were you saying about underwear? Don't know. It's gone over our heads, that one. What we were talking about.
Where's your buddy?
Underwear, lol.
Oscar speaking.
Army for you. Caramel says, I have one of those scooters that Oscar's speaking about, I fell off it this week. Never felt more embarrassed.
The lecky scooters.
Yeah.
Bet you it's more embarrassing. Did anyone have what were they called? The segways when they didn't have the handle. How many people do you remember falling
They
off
had the
them at
handle,
Christmas?
didn't they?
No, I'm on about the ones without the handles where you just put your 2 feet in and move.
A bit weird.
How many people did you watch fall
Like a
off them at
hoverboard?
Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, a hoverboard.
Jack says, glad to see you on here again, guys. Hope you're coming along nicely. Trina says, I have lots of videos on how to make if you can go foraging and find something to make some.
Make
Guys,
some more.
We're well behind, I think.
I don't know a single person who does foraging apart from you, you know. No one's ever brought it
Just
up.
us.
Or unless you're on about games or if you're looking into history, like you see the cavemen foraging for like.
Bridget says, Oscar, are you still
Not
coming to
real
Cornwall?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, she wanted to go on holiday with someone else's son, didn't she?
She's just going to stay at hers.
Yeah, but it was with someone else's son, weren't it? Someone else put, oh, you can have my lad.
Yeah.
Caramel.
Yeah.
So you booked in.
What's in Cornwall? There's an RAF
There's
base
a
and
big
all
wall made out of corn.
that. Yeah.
Now the beaches are there.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It's
beaches.
lovely Cornwall.
Yeah.
Because when I was in
And real pasties.
Real?
She said, oh, waterworks too, huh?
Yeah.
Trina says, what, you forgot? Underwear. I was guessing, oh, she was guessing what you forgot. We're getting there, Trina.
Yeah. We're a bit
Right.
slow sometimes.
Washing up liquids.
Trina said, still talking about the washing soap. I'm laughing so much at Mary Ann's puzzle face.
Yeah. Only takes me a minute and I'm gone. I
Yeah,
forget it.
Just forgot. What did you say? Bridget says, I fancy an electric bike, but I might need stabilizers.
I think that would be cool though, the electric bike.
Yeah.
They don't know how to fly down, man.
Yeah.
They still paddle them.
And the people that are getting knocked over.
Most of
by
them, if they run out of juice, it's so hard to pedal them.
Yeah, you can pedal them and it just picks up and carries on.
Yeah, but harder to ride than a normal bike if it's out of juice.
Yeah, they're heavy, like. Caramel says, I'll be flying to Cornwall later this month. I'll report back if I find a vegan pasty. You're flying to Cornwall?
Why are you flying?
No, Red Bull gives
Where's
you
Caramel base?
London.
London.
I mean, it's still quite a fair way, but I don't think even we'd fly to Cornwall.
You
Bit
don't
mad.
fly
That's a
from
bit
England
mad.
to England.
Why are you flying, Caramel?
Hey, Caramel, why are you flying?
No, do you remember when we went to Scotland? We went to Lanarkshire, and that fella flew in, hadn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Where did he fly from?
He flew in from London, didn't
Yeah, into Lanarkshire.
Yeah.
We were like, why did you fly?
he? Yeah. And why was he in our van?
What, he was in our van?
No, he wasn't in our van.
He was. He come in our van. He was telling us the story.
So he travelled in the van.
No, he come up and then he come in our van and he was telling us the story of how he just flew up here.
He was a
Oh,
friend
no.
of somebody. That's all Colin.
No. Oh, was
Paul
it
knew
Paul?
him?
No.
Paul knew him because he wanted to buy everyone drinks.
Yeah, yeah. He was trying to be the big shot. And
when
nobody knew
we
who he
basically first met, we'd gone to a concert in Lanarkshire,
was. Tea in the park.
Tea in the Park, Scotland. And this random guy turned up out the blue and said he'd flown in to Lanarkshire to Scotland from London. And I first met him in in the concert setup of the Tea in the Park, and he was offering to buy everyone a drink, and I wouldn't take one because I didn't know him, didn't know who he was, I didn't know why he was offering drinks. But yeah, I think he was a friend of a friend, wasn't he? Yeah. I mean, that's going back 27 years, isn't it? Short-term memory loss.
Gaz says he used to have a Honda 50 in the 60s that done 60 miles an hour. Trina says,
What's that, a motorbike?
yeah, Honda 50. And you used to have them leg things going up the side and like a little scooter thing.
Sit inside it.
No, it was a motorbike, like a moped.
Oh, right.
And it had like the shield up the
Oh,
side.
I know what you mean, yeah. They were nice, them, like a mod bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trina says, I'd like to get one of those electric bikes. Then I can go on a nice bike ride, and if I get tired or have an uphill, I can put it on electric. How nice would that be?
Mm.
Till it runs out of juice and you got to push it on. Bridges says, landing at Newquay, Caramel Camel. Are you landing at Newquay? Yep. A return flight from Stansted Airport is 1 hour and it only costs 40 quid. That's good.
Yeah.
You pay more than that in petrol
Or the train. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trina said, they are super pricey though. If anyone wants to sponsor us on and have us show them on our channels, I can do a US version. I would bet Oscar would volunteer for the UK one.
Yeah, definitely, and me.
Charlie says, had a competition in the hospital to see if they could pronounce my second name. Lol. Mitchie.
Mitchie, we've been calling you.
Or Midgie. The Midgies.
Michie.
So that's it, Bridget. Bridget says, I'm 13 miles from Newquay. Newquay's full of Scousers, isn't it?
Yeah, Newquay and Torquay.
That's where everyone used to go. Everyone just from Liverpool just went to Newquay.
And Torquay.
Yeah, Torquay and Newquay. Trina said, by Oscar. Charlie says, it's Gaelic from the Forbes clan, pronounced like Loch.
Moch.
Charlie Mochi.
Charlie Moch.
Or Charlie Loch.
Is it Moch?
Charlie Moch. Mochi. Mochi.
Sound Arabian.
Scout. Mochi. It's Mochi, lad. It's like Tochi. Here comes Robin. Joining in late. What have I
Hi,
missed?
love. Lovely to see you.
A campervan. I shall watch the full video later.
Yeah, Mr. Wallflowers picked it up a few days ago.
Wednesday night.
Absolutely brilliant. We're loving it.
So this is just a test run to see what we can do. And
it's our first nighttime stay in it.
We know we can't put the awning up properly.
But we'll learn.
But we've tried and it's up.
So we'll practice it again before we go away on the August bank holiday.
Yeah. So we've got the bank holiday August. So we've got 2 days. Finish Sunday night on the back in work Tuesday.
It's worth it though, won't it?
Yeah. Oh, what was that? Oh, strange sounds outside. Sounds like the bears are coming. Charlie says, Mitchie lol. We'll go with that instead. We're not formal. Gina says, hey, Robin. Charlie says, the CH bit. So the CH bit is pronounced Loch.
No. So, oh no, Mich.
Marchi.
Charlie Mich.
That's not like Loch.
Charlie Mich.
Mach.
No, it's an I, not an O.
No, but he said it's like
it's only
Loch.
That he's talking about. So, Charlie Mich.
Charlie Mich. Mich and Charlie.
Charlie Mich. Is that, have I got it right, Charlie? Is it Charlie Mich? Let us know if we got it right.
We'll
that nothing's happening on that. No chat.
Tina says, I feel like I have to be nice to Charlie, or I may say shh Charlie instead of Chiba.
It was a kettle cups we already had plates, we already had camping pans and stuff when we used to go with the boys years ago. Just
We had quite a bit of camping stuff in the loft.
An extension wire. We didn't really have to buy a lot. No. Oh, what we'd actually bought, you should ask, is a caramel who asked. We wanted a new mattress for our bed upstairs at home. And we'd gone into a shop and we had a lay on a mattress. Now, I don't like buttons in a mattress. They affect how I sleep, and I just don't like the feel of the buttons in the mattress. So I'd asked the lady and I said, can you get these without the buttons in the mattress? She said, yeah, no problem, but it'd take about 3 days for them to do it, and then we can arrange delivery. So I said, okay. So how much? She said £350. So Mr. Wallflowers said, we'll leave it, we'll come back another day. He said, I've seen them cheaper on Amazon. So we came home and we started looking through, and he saw what he thought was springs, a board, and like memory foam, but he thought it was all inclusive.
No, that was the first one.
In the mattress. Well, that's what I thought you were getting.
Yeah, and then we said, oh, we'll go for double memory foam then. So we changed it to double memory foam. It looks like a mattress. 2 layers of it.
And they've charged £109 for it, and I wasn't too to open the cardboard. We were just about to repackage it to send back. And we'd gone to collect the van. And when we come back, the actual cushioning to lie on this bed is only this thick. So it's not a lot for us both to lie on. So we've decided to keep that memory foam topper, and that'll be for the van purpose, camper van purpose. So that'll be
probably the most
our mattress on top of this to sleep on, and then we've brought duvets and stuff from home. So the biggest spend has been the £109 for the mattress topper, and that'll be purely for the van.
And we did get the van cheaper than what he wanted in the first place.
We did.
We saved some money there.
I do my negotiating skills, as you all know, and I always say, would you take? So what did he want?
5 was it?
He wanted 5,500, and I said, we take 5,000.
2.
And he said, I'll take 5,002. So I saved us £300. It was a funny story, really, what happened. Mr. Wallflowers had seen another van, hadn't you? And he'd fallen in love with it, and it was great. It was a camper, and it was lovely. It had a shower.
Same type.
It had a shower in it, didn't it? Built-in shower. It had
a higher roof.
It was really nice, very attractive, a newer model, wasn't it? It was 5 years younger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we really, really liked it, but it was double the price. And we'd contacted him because it was quite a way away from us. How many miles away from us?
About 40.
About 40 odd miles away from us. So without having a vehicle, it's a few hours drive away.
It's like an hour away, but
and then drive
because we
back.
couldn't get there to go and look at it and see what it was like. We were just going off pictures.
We contacted
we phoned them and said, well, we'd already discussed that whatever we bought, we were going to get a mechanic to go out and inspect it on our behalf, because we don't know mechanics or how good the vehicles are. You could be getting.
We'd know to pick the mats up and check for rust. We'd know to check the mileage. We'd know to look if the paint was damaged, but we wouldn't know what mechanism or what we're looking for really on the running of a vehicle. So we thought we'd contact AA and get them to check it out.
So the AA do a service where if you pay them £200, they'll send an engineer out, a mechanic, and they do like a 200-point check on the vehicle and give you the report, a big lowdown. Put like all the electronics, all the engine, everything. They check everything, take it for a 10-mile test run, and it costs £200. And then they report back and say, what faults it's got or how good it is. So when I said this to the fella, because we can't go up and see it ourselves, I want to send an AA fella to like check it out. So he started getting a bit uppity, going, what do you want to do that for? I'm telling you that it's really good van.
Well, it raised red flags to us. Why would he not want that?
Yeah, it's a great engine. It's never let me down. All this. And
bearing in mind, he's asking for £10,500 for this vehicle.
He said that's why it's up cheap.
And he's dismissing that
He's
as
saying,
very little
that's why it's
money.
up cheap. Why do you want to check it?
To us, that's an absolute fortune.
And I said, well, it's still a lot of money. We need to check it. Like, it's only. He said, if you want to pay hundreds of pounds for someone to come and check it, when I'm telling you that it's great, then that's up to you. I said, well, yeah, it is up to us, and that's what we want to do. So he said, what's your address? I had to give the address to the AA.
We were discussed it was red flags.
Yeah, we were getting a bit.
And in between, I said to Mr. Wallflowers, well, we don't care about how he behaves, so long as he agrees to the AA checking it out. We like the van. If the AA come back with positive remarks and a positive research on it, and the van's good enough to buy because the AA said it is, then we'll still buy the vehicle, regardless of his attitude, whatever.
The AA is like a breakdown service over here. If you break down, you phone the AA or the RAC and they come out and fix it or tow your own. So they know what to do. Mechanics.
So you'd gone back and asked for his address, telephone number.
He gave me the address, and then I come back straight away and said, well, do you want your phone number now? And he just went missing for like 48 hours. He didn't come back. There was nothing. And then at
the morning after the first day, we didn't give him any longer. I said, well, we'll dismiss him now because obviously too many raised flags. He's not coming back with his telephone number. So we went on looking at the next one on the list, which was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This was the second favourite, really.
So we contacted him and he was all right. And we said the same. We want to send an AA fella to do the check. And he went, yeah, no problem. Just anytime, anywhere. Straight
away, positive.
He said, I'm a mechanic and I've got my own business. I've got my own garage. And it was only like 25 minutes away from us. So he said, I can assure you that I've done all the work, everything that's gone into this van I've done. He said, I've got my own business. So he gave me the name of his business, looked it up. He said, yeah, send the AA anytime. So we were like, okay. So in the end, we thought...
No, well, we contacted the AA. What did they say?
Oh, they said they couldn't do it on that van.
Well,
whether it's because of the age, yeah, they said they couldn't do the check on the van. So we went back to him and said, well, the AA won't do the check on the van. He said, well, I'm telling you, I'll give you my word. Come up to my garage and see what it's all about. And so Carol took us.
Carol drove us there, didn't she?
Yeah. So we went up and seen him.
But there was no red flags. He was willing for AA to come.
He showed us all the receipts of everything that he's replaced. Everything, all the MOTs from the last few years. He's replaced everything. It's like Trigger's brush. He's replaced the head. He's replaced the pole. He's replaced the pole, and then he's replaced the head.
Same brush,
but it's still the same brush.
but yeah, he was a nice guy. And as I say, should anything go wrong or whatever, yeah, we've already agreed to the sale. But we know where his garage is. We know where everything is. Do you know what I mean?
And he says if anything that does go wrong, he'll fix it. So,
but yeah, it's smashing, isn't it? It's, it is old.
But even though the van itself is old, the conversion is only a few years old. It's about 4 years old, the conversion into a camper. It used to be a minibus for the church, but whoever's bought it since then turned it into a camper van. And it's pretty modern, the conversion. And it's quite good.
I mean, we'll pretty it up. We'll still add our own touches to it and finishing touches to it, on a low budget, but we'll make it our own. But yeah, for our first ever camper van, we're absolutely amazed with it, aren't we?
Yeah. And it got us here, an hour and a half away. Yeah. No problem. Comments. There's a little comment now, and we won't remember what we were talking about.
Well, I won't.
Bridget says, anyone tell me what is the best hotspot for Wi-Fi to buy? I don't know.
What does that mean?
What's the best hotspot for Wi-Fi? See, told you. Make up a competition, lol. How to pronounce your name.
Oh, yeah.
Got to love a saving, and that was a big one. Well done, Caramel.
So I'd say Mickey.
Mickey.
It's a Charlie Mickey.
Steve says, hi both, just got back in. What van is it, if you don't mind me asking? It's a Ford Transit conversion. Charlie says, last time I was in the camper van was a Bedford CE van with the roof opened up, stove and all that. It was 60s. There's still all them. There's a lot on here with the roofs open up.
But they look nice.
Yeah.
These, you know, it is a tall roof, but
You'd have to
because we're
crank your neck.
taller, we can't fully stand up straight.
You'd have to crouch down.
And when I was cooking tea on the thing, yeah.
It just says, I like your house.
It doesn't take much to please us, Bridge. A little bit of
It's
a
a
bonus now and
campervan.
again. Yeah.
It's a mobile home.
I think you've got ideas of grandeur, lad. It's a caravanette.
In the 70s.
I call Carol's dining room a dinette.
Well,
They're dinettes, aren't they?
lounge down there, kitchen.
Yeah. He was laughing. He was like, dinette? Why are you calling it a dinette? Right, well, we're going to have to start winding up. So what have we missed, guys? What have you all been up to that we've missed out on? We've got the last 10 minutes now.
Well, that's flew over, isn't it? We
Yeah.
haven't lost this long. I thought the Wi-Fi would have cut off.
The Wi-Fi's done really well, hasn't it?
Because he's been trying to watch the MMA and it's been cutting out.
Oh, that's on his phone, isn't
And
it?
then he said, I bet your Wi-Fi keeps cutting off. Your live stream.
Good night, Charlie. You take care, love. So lovely to see you back. So lovely.
I don't know whether we'll be back for the quiz tomorrow or by the time we get out of the caves.
Stephen's saying, oh, go on, sorry.
By the time we get out the caves and then get home, and I don't think we'll have enough time to prep for the quiz.
I don't think we'll have time to do a quiz tomorrow. Yeah, I'll say being out and about. Stephen's saying, have you looked up Chinese diesel heaters so we can use new van? Is that
Well,
what
that's what I was on about. I was on about a night heater. I haven't seen the Chinese diesel heater, but the night heaters are good. They work off your battery and you only take a little bit of power off your battery. And they come on and off during the night. Just as it goes chilly, they'll come on. So it just keeps it warm. But is that the same kind of thing, the Chinese thing? Because there's a lad we know that we're selling them quite cheap, the night heaters. They have them in wagons and the lorry drivers have them.
I've not come across them. Don't know.
Would be a good investment, like.
Well, it means we could go away somewhere in the middle of winter and still enjoy it. Here he is.
Oh
He's
my
back
God,
again.
Here comes the bear.
He's in and out.
The
in and
grizzly
out.
bear's in.
You're leaving the door wide open.
I only came in to tell you I'm in the toilet, but I'll come in and say hi to everyone.
Everyone's seen you.
Yeah, but everyone knows I'm the main star of the channel.
Oh, right.
Don't you guys?
Caramel says, lovely to catch up with you all. Enjoy the caves. Watch out for the bats. Good night, all.
Bats.
The bats.
Thank you, Caramel.
Oh, well done, Caramel.
Take care, love. Good night.
Good night.
Now we won't go to the caves now because the bats hanging upside down.
The baseball bats.
And they bite your neck. If I had some poles and a tarp, I could also have a mini campervan. Yeah, you go, Bridget. Use it all over the top.
Right, I'm nipping the tail. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Take that little torch with you.
Yeah, well. I've
This
got
little one here.
I've got one in my tent.
Right, okay.
This little one here. Steve said the brilliance. I have 3. Look them up. They're very economical.
Okay.
Have a look
What's
at
it
that.
run off? Diesel?
Must be.
You say Chinese,
Chinese
diesel?
diesel. The Chinese diesel, the same as ours.
Any diesel's diesel, isn't it? I think it's
Why would
a
they call it
diesel
Chinese
one. I don't know.
Oh, we're getting loads
To
of
just
little
use normal
midgets.
diesel in it, Stephen. It hasn't got to be Chinese diesel. That's diesel's
How much
diesel.
does Chinese diesel cost to import?
Right,
What are
we're
you doing?
going to have to call it an end, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. As I say, look out for tomorrow's video. It'll be us caving and the site we're on and all about the van and everything else.
Well, it might not be uploaded till we get home tomorrow because
I know, but it'll be on tomorrow at some point.
we've still got today's video that we can't upload because of the Wi-Fi. So we've got to upload that as well as the cave one tomorrow. So you might,
It's all go.
you might have a few videos that you've got to watch tomorrow. So don't be booking anything or doing anything tomorrow.
Thanks for
Just sit
joining
on
us,
the
guys.
couch.
Take care. Please remember you're loved, and we'll speak to you
Thanks,
soon.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.